On Tuesday, the blood drive came to town and was held down at the Keller Building. There were 23 that showed up to give blood. 2 new people gave blood out of 23 people that were there. There were 21 units of blood donated, which helps out 63 people. During the school year, there are 3 blood drives held. Nurse Sherry has been helping out the blood drive for 12 years.
On Monday, December 27th, the Brashear Tigers hit the road for a pair of non-conference basketball games at the NCMC Holiday Shootout in Trenton. Lady Tigers faced Stet for their game. Both teams put a lot of defensive pressure on the ball, but Brashear handled the pressure well and jumped out to a 12-3 lead after one quarter. Stet had a better second quarter offensively, but Brashear still managed to extend their lead to 24-11 by halftime. It was all Brashear in the second half as their lead ballooned to 40-15 after 3 quarters, and the Lady Tigers went on to win by a margin of 50-18. Meredith Thomas led a balanced Brashear attack with 12 points. Abby McKim had 10, Shelby Salter and Sydney Slavin had 8 each, Stephanie Elsie and Olivia Thompson had 4 each, Katie Smith and Ashley Moncrief scored 2 points each.
The Brashear boys faced Grundy County R5 in their game. Neither team shot well starting off, as Grundy missed layup after layup and only managed 1 bucket in the first quarter. Brashear also struggled, leading only 7-2 6 minutes into the first quarter. As the starters started to get their first breathers, Brashear found their rhythm and extended their lead to 15-4 by the end of the first quarter. Both teams continued to struggle offensively as Grundy managed only 3 buckets in the second quarter, and the Brashear starting squad went into halftime shooting 6 for 29 from the field, but holding a 25-12 lead. Brashear shot better in the second half, getting 15 of their 21 bench points after the intermission, while Grundy still struggled to hit their shots. Brashear extended their lead to 38-22 after 3 quarters and won by a margin of 56-35. For Brashear, Nick Thomas had 12 points, Cody Snelling added 11, Hayden Hausman had 9, Adam Songer scored 7, Taryn Treasure and Joseph Wood had 6 each, Joe Clarkson had 3, and Jay Scudder scored 2 points.
On Tuesday night, the Brashear girls put the pressure on early and ran up a 12-2 lead after first quarter and led 20-3 at halftime. Atlanta played a stronger second half, but Brashear continued to outscore the Lady Hornets. Brashear led 30-10 after the third quarter and cruised to the 46-21 win. Brashear, Stephanie Elsie, and Meredith Thomas scored 11 points each. Shelby Salter added 9, Abby McKim had 6, Katie Smith had 4, Miranda Creason and Ashley Moncrief scored 2 each, and Sydney Slavin scored 1 point.
The boys' game was hotly contested in the early going, with Atlanta holding a 15-12 lead after 1 quarter. The game stayed close until a scoring flurry in the last minutes of the second quarter allowed Atlanta to extend their lead to 40-27. In the second half, Brashear trailed by as few as 7 in the third quarter, but couldn't close any further and trailed 62-45 after 3 quarters. Brashear closed to within 8 at the 2-minute mark of the fourth, but again could not get any closer and fell to Atlanta 80-66. Adam Saunders scored 19 points for Brashear. Hayden Hausman had 12, Cody Snelling had 11, Aaron Treasure had 8, Jay Scudder scored 7, Dylan Redding had 6, Zach Reeves had 2, and Nick Thomas scored 1 point.